took us to a place where ain't never safe there. Poisoning our foods and put our children up in daycare. Fresh out of slavery, still thinking that they care. Guns in the community, children can't play there. Brothers still brainwashed, we died for that same cuss. Took away our history, believing that we ain't lost. Brother, I'm an Israelite, sin is like kryptonite. Brothers won't pray, no, they'd rather link a chick tonight. Praises to the Most High, I ain't like most guys. Eyes on the future, but I learned from a boat ride. Tribe of Benjamin, inherited on both sides. Background Jamaica, mistreated and I know why. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
Kwam Yasha Allah, sons of the power. Rise from the ghetto when Satan want us devoured. The seal of the Lord ain't found in church towers. Never dying on my knees like no coward. Wanna be an Israelite, you gon' need more than fringes. You gon' need to show you approve and get in them scriptures. Oh, I forgot to mention, traumatized from the lynching. Homicide, we the victim, Amistad ain't the ending. Kids with PTSD, suffering symptoms, never getting treatment. Something he gotta sleep with. Stockholm syndrome so long that it ain't a secret. That's why I die for them brothers I'm facing east with. Cause I'm an Israelite, crackers better get it right. Visions of my enemies, death flow through my dreams at night. And if your mind ain't there, then we don't dream alike. Reporting live from hell, home of Christians and Edomites.
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
While they play the sidelines, comfortable on benches. Catch me on the front lines, putting work in trenches. Making sure our election, preparing for Armageddon. Mastering this profession of prophesying these lessons. Protecting our adolescents and answering all their questions. Teaching the love they reflection, no matter what the complexion. We got a common connection, a part of God's hand selection. A shot at the resurrection, through us achieving perfection. But to give life takes sacrifice. Battle demons every vice. Short days and long nights. Less sleep and more fights. More wisdom, more strife. Telling everybody that they wrong and you're right. I'm an Israelite, blood of an Israelite. I ride for my Israelites and die for my Israelites. We owe a debt cause Christ paid the price. So who ready to give their life the life of an Israelite?
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
My true
Surrounded by Edomites, lost a lot of truth to this tree of life. Open up the book just to see I'm right. Reminiscing on my ancestors, on those ships who had to plead for life. Took us to a place where ain't never safe there. Poisoning our foods and put our children up in daycare. Fresh out of slavery, still thinking that they care. Guns in the community, children can't play there. Brothers still brainwashed, we died for that same cuss. Took away our history, believing that we ain't lost. Brother, I'm an Israelite, sin is like kryptonite. Brothers won't pray, no, they'd rather link a chick tonight. Praises to the Most High, I ain't like most guys. Eyes on the future, but I learned from a boat ride. Tribe of Benjamin, inherited on both sides. Background Jamaica, mistreated and I know why. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
Kwam Yasha Allah, sons of the power. Rise from the ghetto when Satan want us devoured. The seal of the Lord ain't found in church towers. Never dying on my knees like no coward. Wanna be an Israelite, you gon' need more than fringes. You gon' need to show you approve and get in them scriptures. Oh, I forgot to mention, traumatized from the lynching. Homicide, we the victim, Amistad ain't the ending. Kids with PTSD, suffering symptoms, never getting treatment, something he gotta sleep with. Stockholm syndrome so long that it ain't a secret. That's why I die for them brothers I'm facing east with. Cause I'm an Israelite, crackers better get it right. Visions of my enemies, death flow through my dreams at night. And if your mind ain't there, then we don't dream alike. Reporting live from hell, home of Christians and Edomites.
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
While they play the sidelines, comfortable on benches. Catch me on the front lines, putting work in trenches. Making sure our election, preparing for Armageddon. Mastering this profession of prophesying these lessons. Protecting our adolescents and answering all their questions. Teaching the love they reflection, no matter what the complexion. We got a common connection, a part of God's hand selection. A shot at the resurrection, through us achieving perfection. But to give life takes sacrifice. Battle demons every vice. Short days and long nights. Less sleep and more fights. More wisdom, more strife. Telling everybody that they wrong and you're right. I'm an Israelite, blood of an Israelite. I ride for my Israelites and die for my Israelites. We owe a debt cause Christ paid the price. So who ready to give their life the life of an Israelite?
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
My true love's here.
Surrounded by Edomites, lost a lot of truth to this tree of life. Open up the book just to see I'm right. Reminiscing on my ancestors, on those ships who had to plead for life. Took us to a place where ain't never safe there. Poisoning our foods and put our children up in daycare. Fresh out of slavery, still thinking that they care. Guns in the community, children can't play there. Brothers still brainwashed, we died for that same cost. Took away our history, believing that we ain't lost. Brother, I'm an Israelite, sin is like kryptonite. Brothers won't pray, no, they'd rather link a chick tonight. Praises to the Most High, I ain't like most guys. Eyes on the future, but I learned from a boat ride. Tribe of Benjamin, inherited on both sides. Background Jamaica, mistreated and I know why. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
Kwam Yasha Allah, sons of the power. Rise from the ghetto when Satan want us devoured. The seal of the Lord ain't found in church towers. Never dying on my knees like no coward. Wanna be an Israelite, you gon' need more than fringes. You gon' need to show you approve and get in them scriptures. Oh, I forgot to mention, traumatized from the lynching. Homicide, we the victim, homicide ain't the ending. Kids with PTSD, suffering symptoms, never getting treatment, something he gotta sleep with. Stockholm syndrome so long that it ain't a secret. That's why I die for them brothers I'm facing east with. Cause I'm an Israelite, crackers better get it right. Visions of my enemies, death flow through my dreams at night. And if your mind ain't there, then we don't dream alike. Reporting live from hell, home of Christians and Edomites.
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
While they play the sidelines, comfortable on benches. Catch me on the front lines, putting work in trenches. Making sure our election, preparing for Armageddon. Mastering this profession of prophesying these lessons.
All right. Shalom, shalom, Israel. Can everybody hear me all right? Can everybody hear me all right? Before we get going, if y'all can give me a 1 in the chat, if y'all can hear me all right. Let's see. before we get going too far. Can y'all hear me all right? Let's see. All right, the water. Shalom, Israel. We're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. On the started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, in the command of Johnny Hanna. And we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group or any other Christian organization. Tonight's class is the Lashawan Qadash class, the Hebrew class. Before we get into it, I want to give a salute, courtesy salute to the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shem Shabbat Thumb, and to the sisters, Shalom Yahweh Shamar Alathan by Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. The water for the ones. I appreciate it. All right, we got some folks in here already. Appreciate y'all. The water to y'all for showing up. We do appreciate it. Let's see who we got in here. All right, my rib is in here. Shalom, sis. Sister Raya. All right. Got Trooper Kazaki in the building. Shalom, brother. My ace, my dog, Officer Yagadar in the building. Shalom. All right. Let's see. We got Sister Nazama Anah in the building. Shalom, sis. And we got young man. I feel like every time I go to pronounce these brothers' names, I mess it up. Jerion, I believe is how you pronounce it. Lucky if I did not pronounce it right. New Orleans is definitely in the building. All right. Shalom to everybody. And if I could sidebar, give a special shout out to Officer Yagadar with these fire intros. He is doing his thing. He's absolutely doing his thing, and we appreciate it. He is definitely making Virginia look good, like we got something going on down here. So we definitely appreciate it. To wild job, brother. All right. Okay, good stuff. Don't sweat. I appreciate it. All right. So yes, we're gonna get into it tonight. The Lashawan Qadash class, the Hebrew class, as we say, every class we talk about the importance of it. It is very, very important to know the Hebrew language, to be able to read it, to be able to speak it, to be able to understand it. Definitely, yes, he definitely gets a hand, Sister Aya, definitely for these intros. Matter of fact, if I could, Yagadar, this was also Sister Aya's response soon after the class went live. She sent you those fires, definitely doing an excellent work, brother. But yes, it's definitely important for us to know the Lashawan Qadash, the holy tongue, our true language. We speak English because we are in captivity. Our brothers and sisters in the different tribes speak Spanish and Portuguese and all these other languages because we are all in captivity. All right, this is not our tongue. Our native tongue is the Lashawan Qadash. That is the original language of our people, and because as we continue to come into this truth and understand who we are, it's just really important to make sure that we're not only focusing on just the scriptures and the breakdown. That is also important. The truth of the Bible is definitely important, but it is also important to know our culture, who we are, our heritage, and to make sure we are taking that just as serious. As Officer Yarash often says, if you saw someone who was Chinese and did not speak Chinese, you would look at them like they were weird. And the same with us. We want to make sure that we are putting forth the effort to learn to speak the Hebrew as much as we possibly can. All right. Again, as we've said before, with everything going on, this Third World War is coming closer and closer. Knowing our Hebrew, our true language, the more of us, the more the true children of Israel, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, know our Hebrew, the better position that we will be in to be able to communicate with each other regardless of language barriers. And it's very, very important So proud to y'all for being here and continuing to be strong in this truth. All right. So with that, as we do every class, we're gonna get into the alphabet first. All right. Let's see. We'll get into the alphabet first. There we go. All right. What am I gonna do? Yeah, that's fine. Y'all can see that. Okay. All right. So that is your ah. That is your ah in the ancient on the left, and then the Assyrian on the right. As we always say, the ancient. Um, Most brothers, most people, the ancient comes a little bit easier, because clearly that looks like a sideways A, and ah makes sense. So much of our original language, the original language, is the Hebrew, and so much of it, the oppressor has stolen. Different languages have stolen, but definitely the oppressor has stolen for English. Um, so it's typically gonna come a little easier, but the Assyrian is what you will typically see written most often, especially in the Blue Letter Bible and things of that nature. So it's very, very important to know both. Um, so like, very, very important to know both. And with everything, it just takes repetition. All right. So that is your ah. All right. Give y'all one chance, 1 second to write that down. Y'all give me 1 second to lock it. All right. All right. That's your ah. Next, you have your ba. Again, that is your ba. And the ancient on the left, and the Assyrian on the right. You will also see the Assyrian. Um, Again, we talk about it every class, but repetition is key. The Assyrian is going to look different characters. A lot of the different, not a lot, but several of the different characters look very, very similar. The nuances matter. The Ba, to me, looks a lot like the Ka. Well, I'll bring the Ka up later when we get to it, and then I'll double back to the Ba. That way we don't get too out of order. All right. So that's your Ba. Next, you have your Ga. Your Ga, the ancient on the left, and the Assyrian on the right. And it's very important to know the characters, to know the letters, to know the pronunciations. Um, the quicker we're able to get and memorize the letters and be able to recognize them and know how they sound, the much easier it is to read to read the Lashawan Qadash. It comes relatively, and like anything else with repetition, and this is our native tongue, this is our true tongue, so it's gonna come relatively easy. Relatively easy. That doesn't mean it's gonna be a cakewalk. You still gotta put the work in, but it's gonna be a lot easier to learn how to read the Lashawan Qadash and say something like a Spanish or a French or something like that. That is just a completely foreign tongue to us. All right. And that is your ga. Next is your da. Again, that's your da on the left, the ancient, and the Assyrian on the right. Your da is going to look like several characters. Your da, your ra, um, the na, it looks similar to, but we'll bring them all up and be able to show you the nuanced differences. The wa, it even looks similar to. All right. But we'll bring them all up after we go through everything so you can actually see the differences, the nuances to them. Again, make sure y'all are taking notes, going over your notes. These things come much easier the more you work at it, okay? All right. Next is your ha. That's the ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. Again, that ha in Assyrian is going to look similar to a cha and a tha. We'll bring them all up so you can make sure we're noticing the differences, the nuanced differences. And if anybody does not have the Blue Letter Bible app, it is a free app. I would highly recommend it. I believe, what is the other app? The Blue Letter Bible, and I believe it's called Quick Bible. Quick Bible is another one that allows you, it allows you to pull up both the Assyrian and the English. Once you get your settings right in the app, you can pull up the Assyrian and the English as far as the scriptures are concerned. So and that again is an additional tool to just kind of help you with your reading and the comprehension, because you'll have both of the languages there. The Blue Letter Bible also has an interlinear piece, and I'm gonna pull that up in a short. Where you can get, where you can go into the specific verses, look at the root word, which again, once you know the root word, then you'll be able to, it'll help you with the pronunciation, giving your prefixes and suffixes and things of that nature. All right. But definitely the Blue Letter Bible helps. Like I said, and Quick Bible. All right. But that is your ha. Next, you have your wa. Next, you have your wa. There's your ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. Again, as you can see, that looks somewhat similar to a da. The wa still gets me sometimes because it looks like especially in the ancient, it looks like a y. And it makes me want to say ya all the time because that's how you pronounce it. I have to catch myself. Even when I'm reading the Assyrian, sometimes I'll get those mixed up. But again, it's just repetition, and it gets better. You'll get better over time. But that will definitely come. But that is your wa. Ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. Right? Next is your za. Again, you can see that za on the left, the ancient, looks like a z. That comes pretty natural. Right? That za on the right is the Assyrian. That's one of the more it stands out pretty much. I don't think that looks too much like any other letters. Not to me anyway. It may to somebody else. Y'all let me know. All right. Next is your cha. When you're pronouncing that, you want to be almost scratching the back of your throat. Cha. All right. The ancient on the left, the Assyrian on the right. And as you can see, it does look very, very similar to your ha. The only difference is, and we'll bring them all up, like I said, the difference is the line that goes down, if y'all can see my mouse, the line that goes down on the left connects, where the ha, there's a slight disconnect. All right. That is your ha. Again, you want to pronounce that almost like you're scratching your throat, scratching the roof of your mouth with your tongue or something. Ka. All right. Next is your ta. Ta is your ancient on the left, your Syrian on the right. All right. Ta. As you can see, the ancient is kind of a X or a cross or whatever with the circle around it. To me, it almost looked kind of like a T with a circle around it. So that one came a little bit easier to me. The Assyrian, I guess you could see a T right there, but that loop threw me off. That was nothing but repetition for me to learn that. All right, so Rocky, I don't know, it might come easier to some folks, but it was nothing but repetitive for me. But again, as with anything, the more you practice, the easier it gets. All right. Next is your Ya. Ya. Ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. Now your Ya in the Assyrian kind of looks like almost like an apostrophe. It just kind of hangs up there. All right. So again, a very distinct. This is another distinct. For me, it was distinct. It was a distinct letter. But as I said earlier, the Wa used to trip me up a lot, and I used to want to say Ya. So I still have to catch myself. I still have to catch myself. Um, but that's all right. So there's your Ya. Next, you have your Ka. Ka is your ancient on the left, your Syrian on the right. We always say the top right is where you would find your Ka at the beginning or the middle of a word. But when you find that Ka at the end of a word, it's going to look like the lower right, which again looks very similar to the Da. But you'll see as we pull it back up, no, let me rephrase that. The Ka, again, that part that stretches down, it just comes down longer. So if you were writing on lined paper, you would stretch that Ka at the end of a word down below the line, where the Da, you would be writing on the line. You would stop it on the line. All right. So subtle differences. Next is your La. Again, in the ancient on the left, which looks, it just looks like an L. So that made sense to me. La. Now the Assyrian on the right is just different. It's just different. So that just took repetition for me. But that's the ancient on the left, the Assyrian on the right. That is your La. All right. Next we have your Ma. Ancient on the left, the Assyrian on the right. Your top right is where you will find that Ma at the beginning or the middle of a word. And your bottom right is what you will see at the end when that letter comes at the end of a word. Next, you have your Na. Your Na. Again, the ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. Top right is where what that Na will look like at the middle, it's like at the beginning or the middle of a word. And then the Na at the end of a word is at the lower right. Again, this is another one that it's going to stretch down further. When it's at the end of a word, that line is going to stretch down further below the line, and it doesn't go over quite as far as the ka. Subtle differences, subtle differences. But they'll come over time. All right. Next is your sa, sa in the ancient on the left, and the Assyrian on the right. Ancient on the left, and the Assyrian on the right. Next is your eye, ancient on the left, eye, and it's meant to look like an eye, like your eyeball. All right. Ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. And again, there is no sound. This was something else that just for whatever reason, when I first was learning Lashawan Qadash, I wanted to pronounce it in words. I wanted to pronounce it as an I. There is no I. It's only I. Only I. This is not, like I said, this is not as confusing as the English language. The English language is horrible. Um, you have silent letters and letters that can have more than one sound depending on the other letters that are around it. That's not the Lashawan Qadash. It's not the Hebrew. The Hebrew is pretty straightforward. All right. And these letters have basically one sound unless they're blend. There's a blend that happens, but that's for the most part. I think that's pretty much it. Um, but definitely no different sounds. All right. So that's I. Slow down. There we go. Next is your pa. Wait a minute. I clicked the wrong thing. There it is. Pa. The ancient on the left, the Assyrian on the right. The upper right is where you'll find it at the beginning or the end of a word. The lower right is your pa, where you'll find at the end of a word. Next is your tazah. Tazah. This is tazah in the ancient. This is tazah in the Assyrian. As you can see in your upper right is what you'll see at the beginning or the middle of a word. Tazah in the lower right, you will see at the end of a word. Now, we'll pull this one up since we just looked at the other one. This was another one that for me, that Salakia, that I used to get these two confused. All right. But as you can see, the I does not have that distinct kind of, it jets out to the right and comes back. It just swoops over to the left. Real subtle. And of course, if it's at the end of a word, the tazah is going to look completely different, where the I will always look the same. All right. So that's your tazah. All right. Next, we have your qua. Your qua in the ancient. Your qua in the Assyrian. Ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. You have your ra. Your ra in the ancient on the left, the Iraq and the Assyrian on the right. All right. Next is your Shah. Your Shah. As you can see, the Shah, there are two different Shahs, one in the ancient on the left, the Assyrian on the right. They look very, very similar. All right. To me, that this one came relatively quickly. I was able to relate those two pretty well. Um, but that's just me. Everybody, is going to be different, right? And then lastly, you have your Tha. So Tha in the ancient on the left, and your Tha in the Assyrian on the right. All right, now, so we're going to pull up just so we can get some perspective on these, right? So since we're already here at the Tha, let's also pull up the Ka, the Ka, and the Ha. That is the Ha. And where is, there it is. That's all of it. Yes. So these were the three for me that obviously you can tell they look very, very similar. And so I used to, again, I had the repetition, right? But that Ha, you can see the Ha has a bit of there's a disconnect here where there is no disconnect here in the Ha, and then the Tha. I can't put my mouse on it because I keep getting that pop up, but you can see where the lower left, um, um, the lower left kind of jets out to the left, where the Ha and the Ha just kind of come down. So you can see those subtle differences again, but repetition. All right. So let's see what else we got. What else the other ones? I wanted to show you the Ba and the Ka for me. Where are you? There you are. So for me, the Ba here and the Ka here, which is the Ka that you will find at the beginning or the middle of words. Those two used to trip me up. All right, they used to trip me up. I had to be. It's something to be very mindful of. And the sooner you get them, the easier they're going to be. All right. But those were two. And you select it. Let me pull that back up, and you can see where the Ka just is kind of a curved all the way around, where the Ba comes over and down, and then there's no curve. It's a straight line at the bottom. So subtle differences, but those are the nuances that you're going to need to know. All right. And then we have, let's see, the Da. Let's see, the Da, the Ka, the Wa, right? Yep, the Wa, and the Na. Where are you? There you are. So as you can see, the Assyrian Da, the Assyrian Wa, the Assyrian Ka that you find at the end of a word, and the Assyrian Na that you find at the end of the word all look very similar. They look very, very similar. The da, it stretches over, from left to right at the top more than the wa or the na, but it doesn't stretch down as far as the ka. So those are two differences. The wa and the na that you would find at the end of the word look very, very similar. The difference being the na that you find at the end of a word is it stretches down longer. And you could include also the ya. To me, it wasn't quite. It didn't trip me up personally as much, but you could include the ya in the Assyrian, um, because it does have that same kind of left to right and then down, um, characteristic, but it's nowhere near as long. Like I said, it kind of hangs up there, almost like an apostrophe. All right. So those are all just subtle differences to be mindful of, and make sure you're practicing so you're learning it. Again, the Blue Letter Bible helps to actually see the differences in the writings, um, uh, so you can just get that muscle memory for what they look like. All right. So real quick, we're gonna go through our prefixes and then our possessive pronouns and object pronouns. All right. All right. You have your la. La means two or four. These are prefixes. Two or four. All right. Then you have your ka. Your ka, which is like or as. Now these are prefixes. These are prefixes. So if I'm writing like or as, and I want to put this, um, I want to put a ka there. Who can tell me what I use? And I'm writing in the Assyrian. What I use the ka in the upper left, Salakia, the ka in the upper right, or the ka in the lower right? Who wants to give it a shot? Am I going with the upper right or the lower right? Make sure y'all still with me in here. See what y'all got. All right, we got a few people in here. Who's gonna give it a shot? Let me repeat it. Let me repeat the question just to make sure everybody got it. Let's see. We're going over prefixes. And as a prefix, ka means like or as. My question is, as a prefix, which ka in the Assyrian are we going to use? The one in the upper right or the one in the lower right? Mhm. All right, Sister Rye is in the building. All right, Sister Nazama Na is in the building. Sister Rye is right, the upper right. Sister Nazama Na is also correct. Give them both a hand, the upper right. Correct, correct. All right, let's keep going. All right, next is your Shah. Next is your Shah. Shah means who, which, cause, or sake. All right. Yasha. The officer y'all dog had upper right. Damn right. The water, y'all. I appreciate it. All right. Let's see. What's next? Next we have our ma, which is from or of. Young man John ran in the building. Shalom. How about Shalom Shabbat, brother? Your ma is next. That's your next. That's our prefix from or of. All right. Then you have your ya. Ya as a prefix means he. Ya as a prefix means he. No sweat. Oh, my Rich says she's struggling without her notes. No sweat. No sweat. Y'all, I believe she is still on the road heading back. She had to go meet up. Had an errand around, so she's actually on the road. So I'm glad you don't have your notes. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if you responded too much. Lock it. Drive safe. Drive safe. All right. Next is a ha. Ha means be. All right. Then you have your ba. Ba means in. Ba means in, and you all probably heard it when we salute brothers. We say Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. That's Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shah. So that's in. That Bahashem is in the name of. All right. So that's Ba. You have your Wa. Wa means and. Wa means and at the beginning of a word. And you have your Ah. Ah means I or I am. All right. All right. Now for our possessive pronouns and object pronouns. Right. Also called, I think they're adjective. Adjective? I think that's the other name for them. All right. We're going to start with a ya. Ya means my or me. All right. Next is your ka. Another question. Where do possessive pronouns and object pronouns go? Do they go at the beginning or the end of words? Who can tell me? The beginning of words or end of words? Sister Nazama Not is on it. That is correct. Sister at the end of a word. All right. So now here's the follow-up. Because it's at the end of the word, which do we use in Assyrian? The upper left or Salakia, the upper right or the lower right? Upper right or the lower right? Sister Nazama Na is killing it. Damn right, sister. I'll give her a hand. The lower right, that is correct. All right. All right. Now, Rib also said the bottom. That is correct. Again, that means your or you. Your or you. Damn right. Give her a hand. Sister Nazama says she is starting not to doubt herself. That is what's up. That's the wild. That means you are making progress, sister. Good stuff. Congratulations. That's a nice little milestone. I know when I kind of got to that point, that you start feeling like you know a little something. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. Next we have our why. Why means his or he. Obviously, Yakada said, damn right. Yeah, absolutely. Give that sister a hand. That's what's up. Why means his or he. Look at that sisterhood. Damn right. All right. Next is your ha. Ha means hers or she. That is my ha. There it is. Ha. All right. Next we have. How do I want to do this one? Make sure I'm typing it right for y'all. Next we have. All right. Next we have Nawa. Nawa. That means our or us. Nawa. And again, we all know Hebrew is read from left to Salakia, from right to left. So that would be a na and then a wa. Again, for that na, which are we going to use? The upper right or the lower right? Upper right or lower right? Sound like a challenge to the brothers in the room. Hold on now. Sister Ryan second, I just say the sisters are showing out. That's the wild. That's all right. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. And they continue to show out. Give Sister Nazar my hand. She's absolutely right. The upper right. Absolutely, sis. Give her a hand. Y'all are definitely in here. Y'all are definitely in here. Damn right. Give Sister Raya a hand. Damn right. Up the one on the top. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Because that would not be at the end of a word. So y'all are absolutely correct. All right. No, why, which means our or us. All right. Next we have calm. Calm, which is going to be a ma and a ka. Calm. All right. Which means you all or y'all in the masculine tense. Listen. This brotherhood, I mean sisterhood, y'all are doing it tonight. The water. The water. That's all right. This is what sisters in the UPK do, damn it. Damn right. That is Tawab right there. So calm. So this would not be kama, it would be calm. This is one of those times where that blend is there. All right. It would just be calm at the end of a word. All right. So now, kind of gave it to y'all just now, but I'm still gonna ask the question. For the ka, upper or lower right? For the ka, is gonna be upper or lower right? Let's see. All right. I said for the ka, was this gonna be upper or lower right? I don't know. Says Ryan, you might have just got armored by the most high. Salaki. Salaki. No sweat, sister. Sister Nazareth. All right. So hold on. I got to pick on sister Eye real quick. All in fun. But let me see. This was Salaki. This was 4 minutes ago. Was it 4 minutes ago? I'm gonna call you out, Sister Eye, but you know it's all in fun. 4 minutes ago, Sister Eye said she just said the sisters are showing out. Y'all was on it. So the question was for calm, which means y'all or you all in the masculine form. For the ka, would you use the upper right or the lower right? And Sister Aya said the lower right. It should be the upper right. Salaki. You know I'm messing with her. No sweat. She's on and out in class, y'all. She said she won't listen. No sweat. Give Sister Nazama nine. Absolutely, it should be the upper because it comes at the end of a word, so it wouldn't be the final letter. So then that gives you the hint for the next question. For the ma, which one are we going to use? Upper right or lower right? No sweat. No sweat. I understand. No sweat at all. Y'all are participating and y'all are learning and y'all are trying. So y'all give yourselves a hand, though, regardless. Y'all doing a Tawab job. So if we're gonna use the upper right for the ka. Which one are we going to use for the ma? The upper right or the lower? All right. Sister Zamanat is correct. My rib said lower, of course. Of course it would be. All right. Give yourself a hand. Y'all are absolutely on it. All right. Next is Khan. Khan. All right. Which is the same thing. Slovakia. It's again, um, you all, but it's the feminine version. All right. So again, that ka is going to be Slovakia, the upper right. And the na you would use would be the lower right. But again, it wouldn't be kana. It's just khan. So that's it. That's just the blending of the sounds. All right. And again, that means you all or y'all at the end of a word, but that's the feminine version. Who can tell me when you use the feminine version? Some of these have a feminine and a male, because obviously we're talking to groups of people at this point. So who can tell me when you would use the feminine version? Who wants to give it a shot? You got a feminine version and a masculine version. When would you use the feminine version? I'm right. Give Sister Aya a hand. When you are talking to a group of people and there is no man present, they are all females, then you would use the feminine version. If there is one man present amongst this group of females, then you use the masculine version. And obviously, if it's all brothers, then you use the masculine version. All right. All right. Now you have their or them, which is ma. You also might see ham, the ha and the ma. That happens sometimes, but mostly you'll see the ma. All right. Again, that's their or them, and that's masculine. Okay. And then lastly, you have your na and salah. I'm gonna have to go back to our prefixes. I just realized I missed two. Salah. Your na at the end of a word. All right. Is your there or them, the feminine version. All right. You also might see han, but your na is what you're going to see mostly. And if we could jump back real quick to our prefixes. You can squeeze this into your prefixes. You have your da, which means do. All right. And you can have your tha. You can also have your tha, which means a future tense. All right. All right. So we're going to stop sharing that real quick. All right. Now we're going to try to get into some phonetics. we're gonna try to get into. Well, before we do that, I don't want to do. Is that what I want to do? I think it's what I want to do. We're gonna get into some phonetics. So what we're gonna do? I'm trying this different keyboard, and I'm gonna pull up. Uh, now, bear with me 1 second. No, let's go there, and that's what I want to see. All right. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna take this in bite-sized pieces, hopefully. All right. This works the way I want it to work, and it looks like it did, sort of. No, it didn't. Come on. Y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me. This is supposed to be. Nope. No sweat. All right. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pull this up, and I want y'all to attempt to type out phonetically, meaning what the letters would sound like, right, in the chat. Okay, as much as y'all can, and this is an attempt to hopefully get you all to actually sound it out and get an understanding of how these how to actually read. Let me take it's way up there. All right, hold on. Maybe I can go here. There we go. All right. So again, we read Hebrew from right to left. This is the first two words of Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 1. All right. So what I'm hoping to see is somebody who's gonna make an attempt to type out phonetically what this is supposed to sound like. All right. Because you have your wa, your ya, your da, your ba, and your ra. That's your first word. The second word, you have your ya, your ha, your wa, and your ha. All right. So who's gonna give it a shot? Who's gonna give it a shot? The sister's been showing out tonight. We're gonna see if the sister's gonna give it a shot as to what this says. So again, let me repeat that as to how to pronounce this. That's what I'm looking for. Not necessarily the translations to what it says, but how would you sound this out? How would you phonetically speak these words? We just went over the whole alphabet. We went over some prefixes. We went over some possessive pronouns, some object pronouns. We went over a whole lot of stuff. Now we're going to apply some of this. Matter of fact, let me see if I can. I might be able to make it even bigger. Really nice. It's not gonna do what I want to do. All right, no sweat. And y'all let me know if y'all cannot see that. I try to do something else if it's too small. Y'all let me know. All right, we're gonna give it a shot. All right. Just right. So can you say the letters again? All right, no sweat. So again, from right to left, you have the wa, a ya, a da, a ba, and a ra. All right. And hopefully you all can see those subtle differences, like I said, between that da and that ra. And then the second word, it's ya, and there's a ha, there's a wa, and a ha. All right. Officer Yagadat is on it. Nope, Salakia. He was giving you the letters. I don't believe he was typing that out. You let me know, Officer Yagadat. I don't think you were given the phonetic. You tell me if I'm wrong. I think he was giving you the letters, Sister Aya. I really wish I could just make this. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Okay, all right. I thought so. No sweat. The what? I thought so. All right. So okay. So Yagadar's even helping y'all even more. He wanted y'all to see it. Now again, these letters, as he put, are correct. That's a Y, a Ya, a Da, a Ba, a Ra. That's the first word. Second word is your Ya, your Ha, your Wa, and your Ha. All right. We'll give it a shot. All right. Give Sister Aya a hand. She gave it a shot, and she is close as usual. She is. She's she's always like 99% there. Okay, wait a minute. Give her a hand. She even caught it herself. Give her a hand. Lock it. Wayadabar is the first word. Wayadabar. And then the second word is Yahweh. All right. So let's see. How do I want to break this down? So, and we all know what who Yahweh is, right? We all know that. Damn right. It's a wild job. It's a wild job. We all know who, Yahweh, all right? That's the most high, all right? Wa Yadabar, all right? Um, the root word is dabar, which means to speak, Okay. So now, how do I want to do this? If I jump over here, is that gonna let me do that? No. Okay, no sweat. I gotta stop sharing. All right, and then close, close, close. He said the Most High's word. Matter of fact, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. All right, we're gonna keep going. Um, yep, we're gonna keep going. Right. What in the world did I just do? Rocky. Y'all bear with me. I'm using this new keyboard. It has thrown me off right now. I don't know what is popping up here. All right. Space. All right. Okay. What the heck is that? I should have just stuck to the keyboard I was used to. And that's what exactly we're going to do. Y'all bear with me. 'Cause if I do this right, yeah, I like that better. Y'all bear with me. So lucky. Okay. This is probably going to be easy. Yep. I think I like that better. Okay. So we just went over Wa Yadabar, right? Yahweh. Now, this is the rest of the verse. Okay. That's an Allah, right? Then you have your Ma, your Sha, your Ha. Right. Now you can see there's a little spacer here. Can y'all see that? Give me a one if y'all see that little spacer, that little dash. Now give me a one if y'all see that. Or if you know what I'm talking about. Let me say it that way. Okay, Con. All right, so that kind of separates Con. All right, y'all do see that. That kind of separates it. So that doesn't. Those are kind of two different words. All right, two different pronunciations. Let me say it that way. I just want to make sure y'all don't think it's all one letter because it's got a hyphen or something like that. I mean, all one word because it's got a hyphen or something like that. You're gonna pronounce those separately. All right. So you got your ah, your la, your ma, your sha, your ha. Then you got your la, your ah, your ma, and your ra. So we already got wa ya the bar, Yahweh. Now we have three words. Let's try to put the phonetic pronunciation in there. Who's gonna give it a shot? Okay. All right. Let me see. Look, this is Ryan hand. She always be trying. You know what? That's all right. I appreciate it. The water. All right. Let's see what you got. She says Allah Masha. All right. La Ram. Oh, you be so close. You be so close everywhere. All right, listen. Um, I understand why you put Allah. It's not. All right. It's not. Are we going over that? I don't think we've gone over that. All right. That would be, I'm going to give that one to you because that's fair. That would be Al, not Allah, but just Al. All right. Masha is correct. Masha is correct. Give yourself a hand for that. Y'all give her a hand for that. All right. And then La Aram. Okay. La Aram, look at your letters again because you are in the ballpark and I think you can figure it out. For that last one, look at your letters again, the last two letters, right? So, damn right. See, I said, damn right. She get this. She definitely making progress. Damn right. So, okay, again, you close. I think the next one we're gonna have it. All right. Al is right. Masha is right. The la'a is right in the last word. So think about it, right? That's a la, an a ma, and a ra. So I'm gonna give it to you. I think I'm gonna give it to you a little bit. The ma comes before the ra. Give that sister a hand. La Amar. Exactly. So it would be Al Masha La Amar. So you would read all this, you would say Wa Yadabar, Yahweh, Al Masha La Amar. That's how you would pronounce it. And what did we just read? Let's see. Let's see. What we just read was the first verse of Leviticus 23. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, all right? So let's see. The bar is to speak. Wa Yadabar. You get it right. Yes. Wa, who can tell me what wa means at the beginning of a word? Who has their notes? I'm gonna call her out again. Out of love, she know it. Sister Raya is here now, y'all. She ain't on the road no more. Salaki. She said, no, it's in the car, y'all. Salaki. All right. But she's listening. Look at this. She is still going. She's still trying to get this sister a hand. Damn right. And all right, that is we're gonna start there. But you know what? I give you all credit. Sister Nizamana there. And why means and. All right. What does the Yah mean? As a prefix. Not quite. Not the. Sister Nizamana got it. He. So and he spoke. And then you have Yahweh because it's identifying who the He is. All right. And the Most High spoke or spake. Right. And then you got, and I don't think we've gone over out, and I'm going to have to get confirmation on that. You know what? Hold on. I think that file is the unto. I just want to confirm it real quick. Yes, that all is the unto. All right. And then Masha is Moses. That's how you say and spell Moses in Hebrew. All right. And then La Amar is same. All right. All right. Give yourself a hand. Y'all work that out. That's Tawab work. Again, we're going to verse 2 now. We all go out on it tonight. That's all right. It's all love. It's all love. We go to verse 2. We're gonna take it in bite-sized pieces. All right. Let's see. All right. Uh-oh. Doing too much. Doing too much. Y'all can start giving y'all look. Y'all can start giving y'all some extra credit. Y'all can start giving y'all some extra work in the chat. Y'all can start giving y'all extra work in the chat. All right. I'm not. I'm sorry. That's hilarious. Who gonna give it a shot? That's what I want to know. Who gonna give it a shot? Salaki, who gonna give it a shot? Which one of y'all gonna give it a shot? Sister Nizam got jokes. They say he went from geometry to chemistry. Salaki. That's all right. Y'all do it too wild. Y'all do it too wild. But I'm not letting y'all off the hook with this extra credit that y'all put in the chat. Listen. I feel like we got to pause for a second. I feel like we got to pause for a second. And we got to give Sister Nizama not a slow clap. We can't just give her a hand. We got, that. Give her a damn hand. That is what's up. Listen, y'all are in here working tonight. Y'all are damn sure in here working to wild job, to wild work. All right. All right, let's see. Verse 2. All right. Verse 2. We got a da, a ba, a ra. And a la, a ba, a na, and a ya. Then we got a ya, a sha, a ra, a, and a la. So she gonna add it to. What you say? I'm a screenshot so she can add it to her notes when she get back to the car. That's gonna be her term now, walking around here. Watch. I'm gonna let you know, Yagadah. She's gonna be finding reasons to use it. The water. The water, Yagadah. All right. Who's gonna put this one in the chat? What is that? 1, 2, there's 4 words. Let's see. All right, who's gonna give it a shot? Y'all was rolling. Let's see. All right, we're gonna give y'all the letters again. Let me see if I can put it in the chat. Let me see. Oh, so Yagadah had a great point. That is a ba. Nope. That is a da. Ba. Ra. Ah. La. Ba. Going in there. There you go. So it's in the chat. A da, a ba, a ra, an a la, and a ba, a na, a ya, and you have a ya, a sha, a ra, a and a la. We're gonna give it a shot. I mean, put them together. That's all we gotta do. Okay. All right. Just somebody. What'd you say? No sweat. No sweat. I got you. So like you mean the L at the end of the third word? Is that what you say? Okay, no sweat. All right. Okay. So the sister put the bar al bana. She said the L was not supposed to be there at the end of bana. Shar al. All right. Again, Super close. Okay. The bar is correct. Al is correct. Bana and the last word are not. Ah, okay, I understand. So the sister put Slovakia. Bana ya. Okay, I understand why you put that. Excuse me, why you put that. But no. All right. This is Slovakia. This is this is one of those blends there too, right? So that wouldn't be Bana ya. That would be Banya. Banya. Al Banya. All right. Repetition. It's all right. Repetition. All right. So we got Devar Al Banya. Now, that last word, I'm going to tell you what the word is in English in hopes that somebody's going to type this phonetically accurate. All right. I'm kind of giving y'all the answer at this point. That word is Israel. Sister Ryan says she's going back to preschool. As long as it's in the UPK, that's fine. You just can't, you can't go nowhere else. Okay, Sister Nah gave it a shot, and she is also super close. Okay, Debar Al is correct. Yasha Allah is correct, but it would not be Bana. It would not be Bana. I'm gonna give you another shot because you're so close. Let's see. You got a Ba, a Na, and a Ya. You are super close. No sweat. Wait a minute. Like, Sister Ryan she gonna fight me later, y'all. Because you gave the same answer you gave 2 minutes ago. All right. So and both and I understand why y'all put that. Don't no sweat. Because you and Sister Nizam not put it. No sweat. It's not Banaya, it's Banya. All right. Banya. Okay. So so it's the Bar al Banya Yasha Allah. All right. So let me see. What does the bar mean? We just went over that in the previous scripture. What does the bar mean? Who remembers? So in the previous scripture, Sister Najamana said, Colin, we have extra points for trying. Damn right. Y'all get all the extra points for trying. Absolutely. Everybody's keeping A's in the class. Damn right, sir. Sister Ryan cosign. All right. Not unto. Not unto. All right. Remember what unto was. Unto is there. Unto is in this phrase. But it's not the bar. So in the previous scripture, the bar was wa ya the bar. Was it wa ya the bar? Let me make sure I'm right. Slovakia, hold on. Was it wa? Come on. Ba ya dabar. That was the previous scripture. There you go. Your sister Nazama hand. Speak. All right. So unto is there also. That's the owl. All right. There you go. Absolutely. Unto is the owl. All right. So let me see. I'm gonna get y'all to tell me what Banya means. All right. I'm gonna go back to this is the second verse of Leviticus 23. All right. Stop that. I'm gonna pull it up. Okay, so what we've identified speak, we've identified unto, and we've identified Israel. So what does Banya mean? Absolutely. Give sister an eye and hand. Give sister Nazama a hand. All right. Now, here's where this is gonna be this is a good example of why or how the Blue Letter Bible is very, very valuable, right? Because the word Banya does not specifically mean children. Okay, so watch this. So when we hit the scripture, I'm silly. Select. When you click on the scripture, all right, y'all see the it says the interlinear. That's when it brings up the actual Hebrew, right? This is Banya. Okay, and when you click on it, in English is the children, but here is the root word, and this goes back to the pronunciation. All right. The pronunciation is banya because the root word is pronounced ban. Ban. That ya is a suffix, a possessive pronoun. Who can tell me what that ya means? Well, not the. The would be at the beginning of a word, and Salaki, it wouldn't be ya either. The would be ha. I mean, Salaki, the would be ha at the beginning of the word. Not house. All right. So think about it. All right. It's children, right? That's bond. That's the root word, but this pronunciation is banya. The fact that that ya is at the end, remember we went over possessive pronouns and object pronouns earlier in the class, right? So in your notes, I'm gonna give y'all one more shot of, all right, no sweat. No, I understand. No sweat. Not quite. Ya at the end is a possessive pronoun for my. So it can be translated as my children. Why is it my children? Because as we read in the first verse, this is the Most High speaking. Now it didn't get fully translated like that, but that's the Most High speaking to his children. Got you. No sweat. Yes, the Most High is speaking. Let me bring this back down. Speak unto the children of Israel. But we know the children of Israel are the Most High's children. All right. Make sense? Everybody give me a one if that makes sense. And if not, let me know. Okay, Sister Raya said con. All right, Sister Nazama. Nine said con. Makes sense now. All right, all right. All right. The water. Everybody got it. That's what's up. Good stuff. All right, we're gonna keep going. We got a few more minutes. We're gonna keep going, all right? Let me see. Let me see. So what we had was the Bar al Banya Yasha'Allah, which is speak unto the children of Israel, right? We're gonna get a few more. All right, let me see. Too many windows up, y'all. Bear with me. All right, here we go. All right, type them in. We got a wa, an a ma, a ra, a tha, an a la, a ha, a ma, a wa, I, da, a ya, a ha, a wa, and a ha. All right, those are our letters. Y'all, Sister Aya is in the room cracking up right now. He's cracking up right now at all these letters. All right. So there it is. You got a wa, a ma, a ra, a tha, right? An a la, a ha, and a ma. And you can see that ma at the end of that word compared to the ma at the beginning of the next word. That's another ma. And then a wa, an I, a da, and a ya. And you got a ya, a ha, a wa, and a ha. Hey, listen, I'm so proud of Sister Eye right now. I don't know what to do. You're jumping in there. All right, let's see. She has Wa'ah, Maratha, Salaki, if I could. Okay, so everything from the Wa to the Tha is one word. All right. I'm only saying it because you separate it. All right. But then you got Al. Good night. Okay. Salaki. She look at Alagam for a record. There's no God in any of this. All right. She said it was autocorrect. All right. Okay. Why Oh, you put. Okay, all right, no sweat. Woo! All right, listen. Get a sister a hand because she got your Howard right. All right, let's. All right, and that is important. Listen, that just means that you are actually recognizing at least the Most High's name. Give yourself a hand. That is progress. Damn right. All right. So everything before that. All right. I'm a boy. Well, okay. Your first. Okay. I'm gonna try to help you without giving you the answer. No sweat. Well, wait a minute. Okay, I see what you're doing. All right. All right. Okay. So what you put in the chat was I think the second and third word. Okay. And you are. I can't get through one chat. You lighten up the second one. All right. No sweat. Okay. All right. You are very okay. I see what you're doing. No sweat. This is the first word. Well, okay. When you get rid of the Y at the end, because there's no Y at the end of that word, you got it. So it's Y Amara. All right. So wa Amara. All right. And then when you get to the second word, it's I mean myself. Hold on, Salaki. All these different versions, Salaki. Let me make sure I'm not giving you the wrong information. All right. Wa Amara. Wa Amara, and then right. And then okay. There we go. Okay. No. What's wrong? Okay. There we go. Let me get myself together. All right. So while I'm arise, and then the second and third word you have as al mahama. All right. Okay. You okay? Now you got while I'm arise. Okay. What did you say? The G keeps jumping in there. All right. She said the G keeps jumping in there. All right. She said autocorrect is killing her. All right. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. The water for all the participation, but let's slow down for a second. All right. Okay. While I'm arise is correct. Okay, you got a Allah, and this is the second word. You got Allah, aha, and a ma. All right. So let's look at some of these that you put before we keep going. This is probably the closest one you had. This is the closest one you had. Allahama. All right. This is a good learning lesson. At the end of words, oftentimes they blend. So you wouldn't say Allahama. I think she's gonna get it, y'all. Wouldn't say Allahumma. There you go. Give the sister a hand. Allahum. All right. So wa amaraf Allahum. Let's go to the next one. Again, let's look at this one because this is probably the closest one, right? So if you can see my mouse, you got Wa'idaya. There's a blend on that D. So it wouldn't be Wa'idaya because let me see how I can show it to you. I might not be able to show it to you, but I can tell it to you. So lock it. Give me 1 second. And that's gonna be the last one because we went slightly over time, but we're gonna get you there. Um, okay. So oh no. All right, so hold on. That might not be the best one. Let me see. You're giving me so many different versions. No sweat though. We're gonna figure it out. All right, so do this for me. Do this for me. Right. Just type in to the best you can the third word by itself. Officer Yagada said, "Good job, Aquafi." Yeah, right. Tawada class out of water. So, Tawada, brother, Tawada. I appreciate it. So just type in the third word. All right, I can work with it. No sweat. She said, "Wa'id." All right, close. You're missing like let me see. Why? No, 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 no. All right. So the first letter is a ma. The second letter is a wa. All right. She said mawa'id. All right. So what you got here is the root word. Okay. Mawa'id is the root word, but you got a ya at the end. So since mawa'id is the root word, and you have a ya at the end, I'm pretty sure she's gonna get it. Mawa'id and a ya at the end. Get a sister a hand. I will accept that. Mawa'idya. That's how you would pronounce that. Mawa'idya. And we know the last word is Yahweh. So you got Wa, Salakia. Wa, Amaraf, Alham, Mawa'idya, Yahweh. All right? And now we're going to give y'all the translation. So the first part was, speak unto the children of Israel. Say unto them concerning the feasts of the Most High. Salaki. I'll be laughing at her, y'all. Don't be encouraging her. She said, until it's time for announcement. I might have to go another 10 minutes. I don't know. Just, you know what I mean? Y'all can know what's wrong with it. No, I did say this is going to be the last one. No, I think the sister's a little tired. I think she's a little tired. That's all right, though. That's all right, though. So, yes. So, Salaki. Ma'id, Salaki. Mawa'id is feasts. All right. So Mawa'aya will be my feast, because this is talking about, again, it says the translation is, speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them concerning the feast of the Most High. These are the Most High's feasts. This is the Most High speaking, which is why he says my feast. All right. And we are about to get to these announcements. The water system is harmonized. It's a wild class, so much fun. I'm glad. The water. I'm glad. Appreciate the participation. Absolutely. Again, it's so important. It's so important that we learn the Lashawan Qadash, so we can actually speak our language to our people. So we definitely appreciate all the participation. And it's one I don't know about anybody else, but and I'm glad you phrase it as fun. The more I get into it, the more I enjoy it. Not only because it's our heritage. It's something. There's some pride in it. I don't know about anybody else. There's some pride in it for me to learn these things. And there's also some fun in it to understand, because this is not. It's somewhat practical. It kind of makes sense once you get into the nuances of it, or at least that's how I feel about it. And the goal, as Officer Yagadah often says, is to get to the point where we are rolling through these scriptures like Officer Yaraj. It will be some time, but over another long enough timeline, we will get there. All right, and we're gonna get there as a family, as we do everything else in the UPK. Damn right. Let's see. Kind to water, y'all. It's really fun. Absolutely right. Damn fun. Absolutely right. Glad y'all feel that way. All right. All right. Let's get to these announcements. Salakia. All right. We at ISUPK started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command and John Yohana. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the camp leader will arrange it. Salakia. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers 18 and 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means tenth, and the Hebrew is pronounced ma'ashara. That's 10% of any penny, Salakia. 10% of any penny of any increase the Most High gives you. You can give it to the Treasury Department. You can also go to isupk.com and pay directly there. All right. Priest Fund, which is a free will offering for the priest. It's not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation days, we have the Feast of Dedications, or Hanukkah. That's coming up December 7th, runs through the 15th. We also have the Feast of Purim. I always get that date off. It's in February. I want to say 23rd. I'm probably wrong, so lock it. But we'll get more information on that as it gets closer. And then, of course, we have Passover after that, which I believe is the 20th. It starts on the 20th of April next year. All right. Make sure everybody is getting their plans together. Make sure your garments, your dresses for the sisters, everything. My brother always got my back. You understand? It's February 22nd and 23rd. For what? The water, obviously, y'all know. But for the Passover, make sure. I mean, the Passover is a huge thing, and again, it's in Durham, North Carolina. All right. Last year it was in Raleigh, North Carolina. This year it's in Durham, North Carolina. These are drivable areas if you are in the Virginia school. All right. If you're not in the Virginia school and you want to come to Passover and you're in Virginia, there's no reason to miss it. There's absolutely no reason to miss it. We need to be making sure we're paying the registration fee, which is $200 for each adult. All right. Children are free. Make sure that gets taken care of first, and then get your garments and everything else taken care of. These things take funds. Anybody who has been to any of the Passovers understand and knows that it is a huge undertaking and it costs funds. It's just what the reality is. It's our obligation. We are required. It's mandatory for Israelites. If you are in the school, again, even if you're not, right? While you're not in the truth, if you believe you're an Israelite, it's mandatory for you to make it to Passover. That's in the Bible. That's biblical. All right. So get these things taken care of sooner than later. All right. And we are going to have an absolute ball at Passover. All right. And lastly, if any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, Shalaki, he needs to be in all black. That's black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and war scarf. If you are in any other zone, make sure you get in contact with school in your zone. If you are in Virginia and you want to be a trooper in the school, make sure you get in contact. Call the number. Get in contact with Officer Yerashima or Captain Natazak Shine. Let them know that that's something you want to do. All right. Listen, and the brotherhood and sisterhood in this school, it's hard to describe. All right. It's absolutely hard to describe. These sisters in here, my rib is here in Virginia. Sister Zamana is in New Orleans, and I'm just going to share it. All right. My rib is saying that they must meet at Passover. Sister Zamana said, definitely. You recognize me. I will have the afro. I know that's right, guys. Damn right, sis. Damn right. Yeah, y'all listen. This is where blacks, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, this is where your family is. This is where your family is. The oppressors are our common enemy. If you have any perspective that is the truth, and you see this class or any of the classes, whether it be the history class on Mondays, the brotherhood class on Tuesday, scripture breakdown class on Wednesday, or this class on Fridays. If you have any understanding that you are an Israelite, call the school in whatever zone you're in. Call the school, get in the class, and get into this work. Be part of this actual work and help wake the rest of our people up, because that is the absolute goal until Christ returns. All right, and with that, I'm going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shabakatham. To the sisters, Shalom, Yahweh Shemor Alathan by Hashem Yahweh Shah. All right, Shalom, Israel.